Hello and welcome back to the Common Colt Podcast, a Colts podcast with real takes and no clickbait. I'm Josh Hudgens, joined by Dan Hertzler. Dan, what's up?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just got done with the rookie camp and kind of a little glorified kind of walk through practice. Not too much out of there. A little bit of buzz about Richardson doing a good job with the huddle. But we're not here really to talk about the rookies again. We want to look at this team and there's still some work to do maybe with this team. And there's some pieces maybe we have overlooked or we didn't get in the draft. And now's the great opportunity for us to kind of look at some of these veterans that are out there. And that's kind of what we want to talk about, Josh. What are some things you're looking at as this team and seeing some pieces or positions maybe we should be going after?
Well, the truth is, and we talked about it all throughout this offseason, the Colts just had a lot of needs going into the draft. I mean, quarterback, cornerback, offensive line, whatever. I mean, you could just about every position. Ballard did a fine job thus far, kind of plugging the holes in the draft while still not compromising value. But we have some decent sized needs. I think offensive line, interior O line, and I think linebacker are our really big needs. We didn't address linebacker too much in the draft. I think that Shaq Leonard, who we both hope is obviously as Colts fan, is going to come back healthy. There's still some question marks on him, maybe a little bit, and we've lost some guys. So I was really looking at trying to find some help this offseason before it ends with veteran guys. And I was looking at Miles Jack, former second round draft pick, solid, solid traits. I think he played with the Steelers last year. They cut him, saved like $8 million against their cap. So that's a guy who, maybe he's not going to be a world breaker, but you're taking a shot in the dark. You're adding a guy, a veteran presence to that locker room and some depth, because right now, maybe we're feeling okay about our starters, but if one of these guys goes down, it's not going to be pretty at the linebacker position.
Yeah, I think that's kind of some of the concern. You can look around, and I think you named a few of them: inside linebacker, interior offensive line. I would kind of add both receiver and running back. I'm going to throw those two out there because you look at the wide receiver, you got two young guys who are your starters, and then you got a rookie and Isaiah McKenzie, there. But again, one of those guys get hurt. Who's stepping in on that outside? Both Downs and Isaiah are more slot guys. Who's stepping on that outside? So I think maybe someone like Jarvis Landry, I think that's still out there, would be interesting. And then running back. I mean, do we really trust Zach Moss to be the guy if Jonathan Taylor goes down again? I don't know. I mean, especially with a young quarterback, do you want to maybe invest in a Kareem Hunt or, I mean, even a Zeke Elliott? I mean, I know he's washed up a little bit, but is he really worth it? I mean, the Colts have, I think, about what we figure out, about $20 million roughly, and they got some big contracts coming up, so we don't want to spend all that money. But I think we got to spend some of it, and so the question is, where do we spend it?
Yeah, and I think we do have some rookies who need to sign, so it'll probably drop a little bit, that $20 million will, but I don't think I don't think running back's a position we can address. We don't have the luxury of addressing a backup or third string running back. I like Zach. I liked what Zach Moss did, and let's face it, Jonathan Taylor might not get as many carries this year because we got Anthony Richardson touching the ball. I really think Dalton Reisner, the guard from who he played in Denver, I think he actually pushed his quarterback last year actually, but besides that, he started 62 games in his career. I'm not saying that he's the answer at right guard, but again, adding a veteran presence, a guy who can come in and compete, and you're just trying to throw stuff at the wall right now. I do. Quan Alexander, another guy at the linebacker position we could look at. What about T.Y. Hilton? Bring him back at receiver.
Yeah, I just don't think T.Y. Hilton fills the one need. I think they need more of an outside guy.
I agree. But
I think this is a really fascinating question because I really could be swayed with a lot of different positions. I mean, we've really mentioned four of them. We didn't even really talk about edge. We're both kind of thinking that's kind of down the line because there's some edges out there. But we really think interior line, inside linebacker, a wide receiver, and I'm throwing running back. I know you're not throwing it in there, but I'm throwing it out there. Which one you picking? I mean, not even a name, not even one. Which one you picking? You saying, hey, the Colts have done, we'll say, an A- job so far in the offseason to get them to an A or to get them to an A+. Which position do you think they need to load up on? Pick one of them.
I think linebacker is our biggest need, but I'm going right guard. Guard.
Okay.
Ballard's not a guy who's going to sign three guys on our list or even three big time guys from now until training. He's just not. But if he can get one, and he can get a guy who can protect our rookie quarterback, even if it compromises a little bit on defense, and it helps us run the ball better, and it helps Richardson just a smidge. It's worth it to me. It's worth it to me. What are you thinking?
I'm going to go wide receiver. I think that this wide receiver core needs a really solid veteran that can come in and just do what they need to do and help out a young rookie quarterback, especially again, if one of these two guys goes down, they really have very few options. So I think they need to bring in, maybe not Jarvis Landry, maybe that's too expensive. I don't know what he's asking for, but they need to find somebody that can play the outside, not looking for 80 catches a season, but just coming in and playing that mentor role and really helping out both the receivers and a young quarterback.
Yeah.
I think we can patch the other positions with interior line, running back, inside linebacker with some young guys and see what they do. But I'm really nervous with that wide receiver core if one of those guys goes down, and I think they need a veteran.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, I think the Colts are in a position where developing these young guys is big, and maybe bringing in a veteran guy would help that. You think about, I mean, Reggie Wayne was so big in helping T.Y. Hilton, and then T.Y. Hilton kind of took Michael Pittman under his wing. Having somebody else to help Michael Pittman kind of coach this next era of Colts receiver like Alec Pierce, and hopefully Josh Downs into something special. I think it'll be exciting. I would like this veteran receiver, like you said, not to expect a million catches if he comes in and he's kind of subs in every now and then and he helps these guys. That'd be great. That'd be an ideal situation. But let us know what I'm curious what everyone else thinks, honestly.
Yeah, I am too, because I can see this going all over the map, and I'd love to know what the comments are. I'd love to see what Colt Nation's thinking. It seems like teams are starting to kick the tires again with some of these guys. I've seen some guys bouncing around. You never know what's going to happen after the June 1st deadline cut day. Some things are going to happen. I think the Colts are going to add one, if not two more veterans. I'd love to know what position the Colts Nation wants.
Yeah, guys, let us know what you think again in the comments. Obviously, if you could take a moment, subscribe to our channel, it'd mean a lot. Hey guys, thanks again for watching the Common Cold Podcast, and you have a great day.